Well, thanks everyone for joining us today. We're going to have our Lunch and Learn session here on getting active with Wisconsin Farm Bureau's social media content creation. So to start off, I will get our presentation going. So I have my screen shared so that you guys can all follow along with me. So I'll give you a little bit of an introduction just to start off with to our channels and the audiences that we have on those channels. So Facebook is our largest audience that we cater to. We have nearly 6,000 followers on Facebook, and some of those are Farm Bureau members and some of them are not. So we have an ag and a non-ag audience on there. So it's very important for us to share Farm Bureau messages, but also messages about agriculture as well. And video is becoming very, very important on Facebook. And short, very intriguing video that'll draw people in, very visually appealing, that gets them to stop and watch that video. And what we're really looking for with our Facebook posts, we're looking for interaction, those likes, shares, and comments, because due to the way that Facebook is set up for business pages, the more interaction you get on those posts that the business creates, the more likely it is for more people to see it. It's going to pop up in other people's news feeds, and that's really what the ultimate goal for us is. So for you guys as Wisconsin Farm Bureau members, the easiest way that you can get involved here is just like, share, and or comment. You can do one or you can do all three of those things, but that'll just help the interaction get boosted up, and that'll help get those posts in front of more people. And we all have different audiences that we're catering to, and some of those people are outside of agriculture, so it's going to help spread that agriculture message. And the reason that that is so important is because I recently heard a statistic that of all of the people out there on Facebook around the world, there's only about 500 people that are sharing positive agriculture messages on Facebook 3 times or more each week. So for us to just go on and like something or share a post, that's a really easy way for us to join that number of people. You know, when there's only 500 people out there, you're already considered an expert in that area. There's such a small group of people that you can join that group and help spread the message of agriculture. So then Twitter is another channel that we're on. This has maybe our smallest audience, but there are some challenges that come along with Twitter. You have to share a very short and concise message, and it's not run like Facebook. You have to get that message out at the right time. So whenever you tweet it out, you're seeing that message in real time. It doesn't stay at the top of the news feed just because a lot of people liked it or retweeted it. So it's a little bit different and a little more challenging in that aspect, but we are still on Twitter, so feel free to follow us and like and retweet the things that we put out there to help spread that message even further. Then we'll cover Instagram and Snapchat. So both of these channels are very visually appealing. Instagram, more specifically, we need very visually appealing pictures to get people to stop and look at them. These pictures come with a short caption, and then you can add numerous hashtags. These hashtags help connect similar ideas. So for example, here's a couple hashtags that have to do with agriculture. Hashtag WIAg, hashtag AgProud, and hashtag FarmLife. So you can actually search those. They appear like a link. So if you were to click on those in Instagram, it would connect you with other people who are using those hashtags and sharing pictures of similar items. Now, these hashtags can also help us connect with non-farm audiences as well. So using hashtags like hashtag FoodTruth, hashtag MeatTruth, MilkTruth, and Foodie will all be great ways to connect with people who may not live and work on a farm, but may still be interested in their food, have questions about farming, and questions about where their food comes from. Instagram is great for member takeovers, and even if you yourself don't have Instagram, we will always gladly accept pictures from anybody who's out and about, whether you have a job on the farm or if you have a job off the farm in an allied industry. We would gladly accept pictures, and we would love to share them. Snapchat, again, very similar to Instagram in the sense that it's very visual. There's pictures and videos that up until very recently, you were only able to send them for a limited amount of time. They did recently change that, so now you can send them for a couple seconds, or you can choose to have an unlimited time option on them. So Snapchat is changing just a little bit that way. You get to add a very short caption to it, but unlike Instagram, you can't search other posts that would be similar. You can only see the picture, that Snapchat, that your friends would send you. So it's not very public. You send it to the people that you want to send it to. And it is a little bit different in the sense that it's very casual and fun feeling. So it's a great way to just go out and have fun and show people a real farmer and real life on the farm. And so in that sense, it's great for member takeovers as well. And we're very excited to have nearly 1,000 Snapchat followers. So that channel is growing very, very quickly for us. So since I've already highlighted some of those member takeovers, let's dive a little bit deeper into how you can get involved in those. So like I mentioned on the last slide, Instagram and Snapchat are the two channels that we do member takeovers on. And we do these takeovers to give members a chance to highlight the diversity of agriculture that we have here in Wisconsin. People have lots of questions about farming and about food, and this is a great way to put a face to the farmer that's growing that food. And it's also a really great way for people to just see a real life farm, and they're really getting that transparent view into things because we're not editing it. It's actually that member taking it over. So they're really getting up close and personal with life on a farm. So if you're wondering who can do a takeover, of course, if you have Instagram and Snapchat accounts, you are more than welcome to do a takeover. If you don't, we would gladly take pictures and captions that you send us. We have done that in the past as well. So you just send us some pictures from your farm and the captions that go along with it, and we'll schedule those posts to go out, and we'll take care of getting them posted onto the accounts. And just because you work off the farm doesn't mean you can't be included. We want people who work in the agribusiness, people who maybe don't even have a job in agriculture at all, but maybe associate members. We're looking to highlight anyone because we all want to learn about everybody else's jobs, and we have a lot to share. So a couple potential takeover topics: farm safety, seasonal produce. So now that we're in summertime, great time to talk about berries and vegetables, that kind of thing. Again, allied industry and associate members, anybody who has a job outside of agriculture, we're looking to share all kinds of information. So here is an example of somebody that did a takeover for us. So you can see just the bottom part of her caption that she typed there. You can see a very visually appealing picture, and you are actually able to edit pictures on Instagram, which can help too. You can take a nice picture, but you can edit it to enhance it a little bit and make it really grab the attention of the people who are scrolling through Instagram. And so each one of our takeovers, we just end with this week's Takeover Tuesday, hosted by, we put your name in there, and then talk about what you are. Are you a dairy farmer? Are you working for Badgerland? Whatever your job is, put that in there, just again to help people get to know you a little bit better. And again, those hashtags that connect you to those other conversations that might be happening on Instagram as well. So that was Instagram and Snapchat. We'll jump over to Facebook. Ask a Farmer Friday is something that we recently started doing on Facebook. We started that during June Dairy Month, where we had dairy farmers answer a question that consumers had about farming. And it ended up going over very, very well. So I'm excited to continue that into the future. In June, we did it every Friday. I'm not necessarily looking for that, but I am looking to do it occasionally throughout the rest of the year here. So looking for farmers who would be willing to answer questions. And you don't even necessarily have to come up with the question. All you have to say is, hey, I'm interested in doing that. I'd love to do a video and answer a question. We'll draft a question, or we'll help you come up with a question to answer, and we'll even help you come up with a response if you're not quite certain what to say. More than happy to help you get the resources that you need. And this is a really great way, again, to put that face to a farmer, and a great way for the farmer to interact with people who comment on that Facebook video. So feel free to check out our Facebook page. We have a playlist on there of Ask a Farmer Friday videos. We've gotten a really great response to those, lots of likes and shares. We've gotten some comments on there. So very excited to continue this in the future, and looking for farmers who are willing to answer some of those tougher questions. So again, with Facebook, we have on the farm videos and commodity tour videos. So I'll touch on those each individually. So on the farm, we do that once each month, and we highlight a different topic. So similar to Ask a Farmer Friday, where a farmer answers a question, on the farm is where we actually travel out to the farm and we talk about a specific topic. That might be farmers that were affected by grassland. It might be a woman in agriculture, cooking with beef. Something very specific. We did the beef one during Beef Month. We did a woman who was dairy farming in June. So we try to correlate it to whatever the time of year is, dairy month, beef month, coming up this summer. Hopefully we can get some very vegetable people doing on the farm videos. So very excited to continue those as well. And this is hosted, filmed, and edited by Wisconsin Farm Bureau. So you don't have to worry about filming it. We come out and we host it, ask you some questions. And again, we'll let you know what those questions are beforehand, so you don't have to worry about doing it off the cuff. You'll be very prepared to do it. And it's a maximum of about 5 minutes in length. We like the videos to be nice and short, so it's not like we're going to come out and talk to you for a half an hour. And then we'll talk a little bit about those commodity tour videos. So if you say, hey, I'd love to do a video, but I'm just not really into sharing that with a wide range of public audience, we have these commodity tour videos that are shared only with Wisconsin Farm Bureau members. The third Wednesday of each month, we highlight a different commodity in a secret Facebook group that only has Wisconsin Farm Bureau members in it. And again, we try to correlate those to the seasons or a month that might be dairy month or beef month. So we'll have some of those coming up. It's part of the Lunch and Learn series. So the first Wednesday of every month, we have an educational topic like we're having today. And then the third Wednesday of every month, we're looking to have a farmer do a live Facebook video in our secret group that has those Wisconsin Farm Bureau members in it. So I've covered a lot of our social media channels here, and maybe you're saying, you know what, social media isn't for me. I don't take pictures. I don't like to do videos, but you still like to tell your story. So here's where blog content comes in. So this is a really great way for members to share their story and get involved, but you don't have to be on social media. All you have to do is write your story. And even if you say, hey, I really want to do this, I don't have a topic, not a problem. We can help you brainstorm a topic, or you can tell us, hey, I really want to write about this that happened on my farm. I want to write about being a farm mom or a farm dad, things like that. And we'll help you edit the post so you don't have to worry if you're worried about the grammar not being perfect or spelling. That's not a problem at all. We will take care of editing the post, and we'll put up some pictures with it, and we'll put a little bio at the bottom for you so you get full credit for the work that you did. And some of our past topics include going on membership drives or caring for animals on the farm, being a farm mom or dad, wolf attacks on livestock, and just about anything and everything that you can think of on the farm, off the farm. We're really interested in highlighting our members because it's a great way for you to tell your story, and it helps other people understand why Farm Bureau stands the way that they do on certain issues. It might not make sense until you hear somebody's personal story, and then you might be able to connect with that a little better. And the one thing that I will say about this, we want people to participate and we want farmers to tell their story, but just keep in mind that Farm Bureau does represent farms of all sizes, types, and management styles. So we want you to share your stories and your opinions, but we also can't put down a certain type of farming or a certain type of agriculture. We need to be inclusive of all the members that Wisconsin Farm Bureau does represent. So with that, that wraps up all of the ways that you can get involved with Wisconsin Farm Bureau on social media. We're very excited to have so many members who are excited about social media and want to get involved. And we want even more people to participate. So my contact information is on this slide. You can feel free to email or give me a phone call at that number listed there. And I would be more than happy to talk more about any of those programs or give you guidance on how you can get involved in other ways. So thanks again for tuning in. And I'm looking forward to hearing from a lot of people who want to get involved with social media.